Hey long walkers, I'm in Danvers, Massachusetts, Route 1 South. This is the end of the long walk. You can see a Danvers Industrial Park sign behind me. And this is approximately where the long walk occurred. You can check out a previous video where I talk about how I calculated that the long walk actually ended about Rowley, Massachusetts. So they would have had to average 5 miles per hour for 44 miles in order to get this far. But this is where they would have ended. This is Route 1 South, Danvers, Massachusetts. Anyway, in the last video, I read the end of the book to kind of bring this location alive. And in this video, I wanted to discuss who is the dark figure at the end. It's a very mysterious figure. And here are some theories. It's pretty loud and windy. Hard to hold my notes in the wind. So, number one, the dark figure represents the conglomerate ghosts of all the walkers who died. They must now walk this road forever. Number two, Randall Flagg from The Dark Tower, The Stand, and other Stephen King novels is the dark figure. Number three, Garrity died, and the dark figure is the Grim Reaper. Number four, Garrity went insane. He was just losing his mind and hallucinating. Number five, this is my theory, I came up with this one. The dark figure is his mom. She was wearing a black coat in Freeport, and Garrity's eyes are blurry. Could be. Number six, the dark figure is his dead father. He's just seeing a ghost. Number seven, Garrity had become assumed by the walk by the time he won it. He could never stop. The rules had become his reality. Well, I guess that doesn't really tell you who the dark figure is. Sorry about that. Number eight, the dark figure is Garrity himself. And that he has been chasing his mortality the whole time. That's a pretty cool way of putting it. Once he sees the dark figure, he accepts his death and runs to his death. Interesting. Number nine, the dark figure was his soul, because Garrity had given up at the end, thinking Stebbins was going to win it. It's kind of similar. I got these from various places. Number 10, his soul was leaving his body since he was on the edge of death, which was grabbing his shoulder. But understanding that he didn't have to die, he ran to get his soul back and live. So he was running to the dark figure to live. That's his soul. That's a cool interpretation. Number 11, and the last one. The dark figure represents Garrity's will to reject the whole idea of the long walk. When the Major places his hand on Garrity's shoulder a second time, Garrity sprints away from the Major as if to say, I don't want the prize. He gathers the strength to rebel, even though he knows he will get squatted. Alright, so which do you think is the correct theory, or do you have your own theory? Leave that in the description below. Let me tell you what I think. The first one, I think, makes the most sense if you look at various excerpts. For example, Garrity says, goodbye, Scram. Good trip, good rest. Scram says, good rest. Scram smiled a little. The real walk may still be coming. They're going to walk as ghosts on this road forever, maybe. There's references to the Flying Dutchman, the legendary ghost ship that can never make port and is doomed to sail the oceans forever. So that's another clue that when they die, they'll walk this road forever. Olson reminded him of the Flying Dutchman sailing on and on after the whole crew had disappeared. Stebbins, if there was such things as soul, his is close, you could catch up. Garrity, maybe this is some crazy kind of immortality. Garrity, do you think we could live the rest of our lives on this road? These are just excerpts out of context, not a conversation. Baker said, another time, another place. Baker said, maybe I'll see you, man. Check out my road trip on the long walk, where I drove the long walk and stopped particular places trying to bring the long walk alive. And I hope you join me for this long walk, this journey.